Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another pregnancy update. If you're new here, my name is Casey and I do lifestyle, fitness, and mommy vlogs. But today we're going to do something a little bit different from what we've always done in the past, so stay tuned. So, full disclosure, the hardest part in doing these videos is the intro. You have no idea how many times I've tried to make up the perfect intro for this type of video, so anyway, the last time I was here, I was 17 weeks pregnant, and that was like 5 weeks ago. So I am sitting here in my rocking chair in our bedroom, 22 weeks with this little baby boy. So it's been like crazy forever long ago. It feels like a lot of things have happened. Good things, not really bad things, which I'm so thankful. It's been just a pretty smooth ride for the most part, other than, being busy with my day-to-day, with our day-to-day family life, working and daycare and things like that. But so for the most part, everything is really good. Baby-wise, mommy-wise, everything else-wise, it's really good. The biggest things that's been happening right now is nesting, which I'm going to talk more about later. But I wanted to talk about the biggest things that's happening with the baby. So during my 19 weeks pregnant, so 2 weeks after you guys last saw me, we had our anatomy scan, which is like a pretty big appointment for looking at the baby. So we got to see him, we got to see a lot of him during that appointment. It took us like like a 2-hour appointment, and it was a really good appointment. It was a little bit tiring for me because I was laying down the whole time and I can't really do a lot of movements. So luckily the radiology technician was kind enough to give me a break. So that way I can stretch for a little bit. That was good. But so like I said, we were able to see the baby right now. During that appointment, when we first saw him, he was actually in a breech position, which is basically laying across my belly. The good news though is that it's still too early it's still too early, so he can really be in whatever position he wants at this point. But we're just hoping that he turns head down by the time he's ready to deliver, because otherwise, I'm going to have to deliver him via C-section, which I'm not really scared, or just, whatever can get him out of me the safest way possible. That's all I care about. But if at all possible, I would much rather prefer it to be normal delivery. So, but that's that. And then towards the end of that appointment, they were not able to actually see his whole heart, because he just kept moving all over the place. And at one point he didn't want to even really cooperate towards the end, because maybe he was getting a little bit tired of us poking at him. So I ended up having to go back the following week. So, but that time it was just a shorter appointment, which was nice. And during that time, he's turned a different way. So that time they were actually able to see his whole heart, which is what they were hoping to see the first time. So that was all good. Other than that, everything seems to be going really well. And then I met my doctor the following week after that, during my 21st. So it was just last week. I saw my doctor. I had my 21 weeks appointment. I'm like 5 months pregnant now. So really deep into the second trimester stage. But I did get to see my doctor. We talked about it. It's nothing to be really concerned about. The baby, everything is doing really well, which is really what I want to hear about this pregnancy and this baby. As far as my symptoms goes, I am feeling just normal, you know, just like anybody in the second trimester. I have more energy. But that was really more towards the beginning of my second trimester. I feel like right now I'm in 22 weeks and I feel like the tiredness is starting to kick in easily again, especially if I'm running after Sophie, going up and down the stairs and things like that. So definitely gets tiring by the end of the day. And plus, not to mention, I am also working on some schoolwork as well. So all of those things combination is just so makes this whole thing go really fast, which is one of the reasons why I am sitting down here doing a 22-week pregnancy. Well, no, let me take that back. So like I'm like 5 weeks late from doing one of these. And when I first decided that I wanted to do this, I thought, you know what, I want to do like a weekly update. But here we are. Reality check. It's not possible because there's just a lot of things going on. And that's okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do like a quick overall summary of what's been going on during my second trimester. And then if I have time, for a weekly update, then I'll just simply pop in. But for now, that's what's going on. So this update is going to be a recap from week 18 to week 22. So there's that. So now, I mean, there's really no point for me to go back what the baby size was, fruit comparison, you know, back when he was week 18, 19, 20, 21. But right now, I can tell you that he is now the size of a red bell pepper. And I just realized that he is the size of a red bell pepper. When I realized that, I was like, before I did that, before I was doing this video, I cooked dinner last night and I used up my red bell pepper, which I didn't think about taking a photo before I did that. So, I don't have another prop. But anyway, everybody knows what a red bell pepper looks like. So, that's according to my app, that's what the baby is the size of right now. He's about a full pound size. So like remember before we were talking about like not even a pound heavy, but right now he's officially a pound. So he's definitely growing. I'm definitely growing too. And hold on. By the way, I've changed my venue. I am actually sitting in our bedroom right now. I want it to be just comfortable. I am sitting in my rocking chair. This is the rocking chair where I took care of Sophie. I used for Sophie, and obviously, of course, now I'm using it again with this new baby that's coming. So it's a really comfortable seat. But anyway, yeah. So the baby can now see light. You know, obviously, I mean, its eyes are still shut, closed, but it can definitely sense the light, especially during the day and at night. So it knows when it's bedtime, like that. So that's really fun. Hearing, he can definitely hear my voice. He knows that I'm talking right now, so he knows my voice. He knows Ryan's voice, maybe even Sophie's voice, because sometimes Sophie will talk to my belly because she knows that there is a little baby brother in there. So that's really cute. So there's that, and then he can hear my heartbeat, which is another one of the reasons why. So I remember when Sophie was a little baby like that, we have all sorts of toys that makes all those sounds, like for example, like the mom's heartbeat, like a heartbeat. So it mimics my heartbeat, so they feel safe. So definitely he can hear that. Braxton Hicks is one of the things that I saw on the app. That is one of the things that is definitely on the horizons. Honestly, I don't even know what it feels like, because when I was pregnant with Sophie, I did not go into labor at all. I had to be induced because the baby was not going into labor. So I don't really know what it feels like. But they did say, according to my app, that it's beginning in week 20 is when it starts to happen. So I'm just really on the lookout for that. Again, I don't know what to feel like, but obviously if I start feeling uncomfortable, then I'm gonna I'm gonna talk to my doctor right away and ask him about it. So there's that. And then the sleeping positions. I am definitely having a hard time finding the best sleeping position now. I know that I'm not supposed to be sleeping on my back anymore because it's bad for the blood flow of the baby. So as much as possible, I try to sleep on my side, either on my right side or my left side. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm not a side sleeper. I'm more of a back sleeper. So that's a little bit harder for me to make sure that I sleep the right way. But I do have a big pillow, which takes up the whole real estate of our bed. And we do still co-sleep with Sophie. I know I'm not so proud about that, but you know what? Sophie is my baby. She's always going to be my baby. So we're just going to see how it works out for us. Hopefully we can transition her and eventually the baby to their little nursery when it's time. So that's where we're at right now. But the other thing that's also worth mentioning right now is I am definitely in the nesting mode, and it's so fun. I don't know if I mentioned in my last video that me and my husband decided that we needed a bigger car. Well, so the two of us got ourselves a new and bigger cars. Like he got the CX-9, Mazda CX-9. I got myself a Mazda 6, which is a mid-size car. So I'll make sure to leave some photos or videos if I have some on here so you guys can see that too. But definitely we are in that phase of this pregnancy. We know that our family is growing. So with the 2 car seats and the double strollers, we definitely need more room in the car. I mean, I'm not tall. I'm only like 5 foot. So I don't really need a big SUV, but at least a mid-sized car will be just fine for me. But for himself, he's a lot taller than I am. So him getting this big CX-9 SUV from a Mazda CX-9 SUV is perfect for him, and it looks really good. It looks really good on him, and it's definitely got a lot more room than his old car. So definitely that's one part of our nesting. And then the other day we started talking about what we're gonna do with the rooms. Right now we don't really have a room set up for this little baby boy. We have a room all decked out for Sophie, but believe it or not, she doesn't even sleep there. So right now we're thinking, okay, what will work for us? Like, do we really need to spend the energy and turning the other room into making that as a full-on nursery for this little baby boy? I mean, it is painted in blue, so technically move-in ready for him to, we just need to put some crib in there or to make it look like a nursery for a baby boy. But we're like, they don't even know if it's even worth it at this point. So definitely we're into that. That's again part of the nesting phase. And then right now I'm looking at my stroller, my stroller box right there. So when I was pregnant with Sophie, I didn't think about getting a double stroller right away because we didn't know if we're gonna have another baby or not. And if we didn't have one, then having a double stroller doesn't really make sense for us. But now that we are definitely having a second baby, so that means we really need a double stroller. So yesterday, that's what I did. I started like about a week ago to start searching for double strollers. And then yesterday I decided that I really need to get one. So that's another part of my nesting. So we're getting a double stroller. We're getting another car seat. infant car seat for the baby because the one that we have right now is all pink. So we want to give him something that's a little bit more gender neutral. So there's that. I'm hoping that I can find someone to gift the older car seats and stroller that we have lying around. So maybe one of my friends or my sister, maybe. But yeah, so there's that. And then finally, I guess going back to the nursery again, because like we even had this conversation about how about if we turn Sophie's bedroom into like a common kids room, like 2 kids rooms. So, but then if we do that, then that means we have to change the color from pink to something else. So that's that. So today I had somebody come in to give us just to give us an idea on what that would look like for us, or maybe just me and Ryan will just paint it again, just like what we did when we first moved into this house. So yeah, nesting definitely is happening, and believe it or not, in 2 weeks time I will be entering 3rd trimester, and before we know it, the baby will be here. So really that's all I have for all these weeks that I've missed. It seems like a lot, and I really feel bad that I wasn't able to come back and do this every week as I hoped I could or would. But like I said, life just takes over sometimes, and you just have to deal with whatever you can. So there you go. Again, thank you for listening and watching and following along on my pregnancy journey. It's not in any way perfect. Like I said, I've done a lot of these videos for the last 17 weeks, like on a weekly basis. But after that, I was just like, it's not that I lost the momentum, it's just that it's just finding that time to do this again on a weekly basis is becoming more harder. So, but anyway, hope you guys like that. And if you guys would like to see more of my videos, I'll make sure to leave a link in the comment box, and also make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos whenever I post them. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Take 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all good? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm still here. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Go. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Casey, and I